Yo, 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 what's happening? Nico here. Hey, I wanted to discuss what I call full grown children. A full grown child is somebody who has fully developed physically. They went through the stages of maturity, puberty, all that stuff, right? I don't know if there's stages of maturity. I'm going to say the stages of puberty. Um, and these individuals, they look like a grown adult. They talk like a grown adult, but inside they're really just a child. They're still hurt from an insecurity that happened when they were 5, 6 years old. They're still trying to prove to their high school sweetheart or middle school love that they are good enough. Rejection, abandonment, neglect, those are common things that I have to deal with because they happened to me at a young age. Not maliciously, not in a negative way, but is what happened. Right now, in a place where I can see that I am not so much a child anymore inside. I can see the world a little bit more adult like. And in seeing the world a little bit more adult like, I can see the children trying to express themselves in other adults. Recently had a situation where a full grown child was acting as a child around me, and I called it out. Apparently, nobody had ever called it out to this individual because they got a little bit upset, frustrated with me. When I broke down how they were acting and how it related to how a child acts, they didn't have a response. And then I called out what I think was the issue, and what do you know? This individual started to shut down because I had pinpointed exactly what part of their childhood they were still trying to heal from. I did it so I could educate them, and I probably could have done it in a nicer way. But the reality is, if you're going to come sideways at somebody, expect them to come sideways at you, right? That's what we're taught. That's how children act. Adults understand that there's still individuals out there who are trying to heal, who are attempting to heal, and they don't know how. And they see that you're healed in some sort of way, and they want that, and they just don't know how to ask you to help them do it. So they lash out, they call out your character, they make a personal judgment on you, throw your flaws on blast, whatever it may be. It's because they're full grown children. That's what it is. We have a lot of full grown children in very high places right now. Here in America, we have full grown children in places of leadership, in various organizations, nonprofit, corporate, political. You can see it expressed if you take a moment and understand that we have not grown past some of our youngest hurts. Because we haven't grown past some of our youngest hurts, we are now full grown children. Expected to conduct yourself like an adult. Expected to have the responsibilities of an adult. But nobody may have taught you how to not be a child anymore. Here's some identifiers that you're a child. Everything has to revolve around you. Children think the world revolves around them and that they are the center of the world. So, if you think that you are the center of the world and that everything revolves around you and that you have the right to impose whatever you're feeling on someone else, I'm here to tell you that's being a full grown child. If you don't get your way and you throw a tantrum or you hold on to it for time that's after that situation has passed, If you try to get revenge because you didn't get your way, or if you try to get back at somebody, that's being a full grown child. Somebody took your toy and now you want to get them for it. Go find another toy. Full grown children try to control others. Have you ever seen one of those like kids who's just wants everybody to do it their way, and they throw a tantrum when it doesn't happen? Yeah, as being a full grown child. If you don't get it your way and you can't figure out another way to do it, so you throw a tantrum and cause problems, you're being a full grown child. If you're not used to being uncomfortable, and know that being uncomfortable is part of the growth process, and I mean in a healthy way, you're still a child. Children fight bedtime when they're tired. Children don't like to eat their vegetables. I don't like my vegetables either, but I eat them because I know they give nutrients to my body that's going to help out way more than the ice cream that I really want to eat, the 3 cups of Reese's that I really want to get down on, the 4 cookies I want to eat. Being uncomfortable is eating the bell peppers, my broccolis, that type of stuff during my meal, before I have my dessert. It's uncomfortable. I don't like it, but I do it anyways. I've said it before, full grown children hold a bottle with them all the time. They want to know where their binky's at. Your binky is now a bottle. It might just be called Jameson instead. It might just be called tequila instead. It might just be whiskey instead. Just a full grown child looking for their binky. Those are some indicators that you may be a full size child. If you conduct yourself that way, or if you say, no, I don't do that. If you feel some sort of conviction in your spirit by what I had to say, you may want to examine that area. Be an ass of yourself. Assess, set a new standard, and figure out a smart way to get there. Full-size children are difficult to be around. And I do my best to educate as best as I can, as kindly as I can. But I've learned just to exit situations when there's rooms full of grown children hanging out. I hope that in whatever area you need to develop in, you find some sort of value here. Because by no means, am I completely a grown adult. I still have some maturing to do in a few different areas of my life. Because I'm not perfect. It's not the goal around here. The goal is to do better today. And remember, it's okay to have no halo.